Hi, Miss McCarter. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. It's almost the weekend. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking the time to hop on this call with me. I know it's
Of
Friday
course.
afternoon, and you want to get to it, but I just have a few things I want to go over, and once again, I really thank you for taking the time. So, how's the weather up in Greenville?
It's a beautiful day. So
Beautiful
beautiful.
day.
Ready to get outside and live out the weekend. How about you? You're in where? Clemson?
Yeah, I'm down here in Clemson. The weather is perfect. Hit the lake after this, hang out with some buddies, and see where the night takes us. But yeah, I'm very excited for the weekend, as I think you are too. So.
I am.
All right, well, let's hop right into it. I'm gonna kind of lay out an agenda for what I want to go over with xiQ. I talked to Lola; she set the meeting up, and I know you need a few different pieces to kind of get your sales force going, to help them out with a few different technologies and get them on the right track. So overall, how's everything been going, just with your sales force? What are your kind of main concerns right now?
Main concerns. As someone I have a lot of different sales verticals. I'm overseeing over like 200, 300 people, and everyone has a very different method of preparation, and they're great at what they do. I mean, Connect is a very strong company, and have hired great people, but overall, there's a very strong lack of consistency, and yeah, that's probably my biggest concern.
Okay. So when your sales reps are researching prospects, I know they know a lot about their product and the other company's needs, like what their solutions may be. But when they're researching prospects before making calls or going to meetings, do they really have a good idea about who they're talking to, or are they kind of going blind?
I don't know if I would say blind, but I there definitely is room to improve on that. I mean, it's your first time talking to someone, so how could you ever actually know them? But that's what we're looking to do, build relationships long term and, continue that sales cycle. So,
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure you could say the same thing. I mean, you're VP of sales now, and I'm just starting out in the field. But a few years ago, I mean, it was tough for me to go into a sales meeting not really knowing who I was talking to. I'd be nervous because I wouldn't really know how to act around them. Would you say the same for yourself?
not for me. Like you said, I am the VP of sales. I've had
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
yeah,
experience.
originally in your, when you were a young saleswoman back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it was nerve-wracking, especially the first time I talked to someone, you don't know what you're walking into. It
Yeah.
could just be someone who's really nice or someone who is a brick wall. And I've noticed while I'm training some of my younger sales force that are very competent, have great skill, just starting out right out the gate. I do see that they are more nervous when they're about to talk to higher level executives just because they do have a lack of experience. And so that probably goes along with the inconsistency of preparation too.
Okay. All right. So do you feel as your reps are as prepared as possible to meet with potential customers for the first time?
I wouldn't say as possible. I think there always is room to improve. We are prepared though. I don't know how much my salespeople are feeling prepared though, because kind of are having an increasing sales turnover right now due to not hitting our quotas regularly, which is interesting and hasn't happened before. Maybe it's due to COVID, not really sure.
Okay. All right. And just from your personal experience or maybe something your reps have told you, how many meetings or pitches go poorly because your reps had misunderstandings with the customers or failed to really read the room?
Hmm. People aren't really going to tell me if they have bad sales meetings, so I can't give you an exact number. But I do hear about them, so that is a room for concern.
Okay. And so would a product that prepares your reps for customer interaction on a personal level and boosts positive results be a good addition for your team? Would that be something you're looking for?
Yeah, definitely. Anything that could help.
Okay, great. Well, xiQ is a really awesome product. I mean, it's a sales intelligence platform that's all online or on an app that gives you insights, consumer data, news, trends, everything you want to know about companies and people themselves. So most high level executives and decision makers are on the platform. You could compare it to any other social media platform like LinkedIn or Facebook, for example. You type their name in, you see exactly what personality traits they have based off data we collect from social media accounts. and you can get a really, really good understanding of how to go into that meeting and knowing exactly what type of person you're talking to. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, what we've really done with our company is we help other sales teams really perform to a level they didn't think was possible. Because I know working at xiQ, you guys are awesome. You guys are great at your jobs. You know a lot about the industry, and I know you really care about your customers as well. But having this personal data on people when going into meetings and really understanding who they are so you can best pitch to them and having the right conversations and the right communication between each other really drives sales and closes more pitches than you would ever thought before. Um, I don't have, a visual for you right now. Are you interested in this product?
Yeah, I'm just kind of confused. So, like, is there a lot of switching cost? Is it hard for the older people to use if you're saying it's a social media platform? It sounds complicated.
No, it's very, very simple. I mean, it is, yeah, it's I could compare it most accurately to a social media platform. Most of your older salespeople probably have Facebook at this point. I'd say it's even simpler than Facebook to use. You just type in a name, the customer comes up, and you get pretty simple insights into what kind of person they are and how they react to different sales styles.
Hmm.
And the switching costs aren't a big deal, but that's something I want to talk about later down the road as well.
Okay, fair. We do say the same thing, but I have to be frank with you. I don't think that I've really heard much about your company or its reputation. So, how do I know the quality is good?
Well, we're relatively new, and we're the first company of our kind. Nobody else is doing data insights like this when it comes to consumer profiles and personalities. This is a very new innovation. We're
Yeah, tell
based
me more about that. What is this like personality leveraging? Because I'm really interested in coming up with the available technology tools, and we are talking with a lot of companies, but I don't think I've heard any other company mention a personality tool.
Yeah, and that's what makes us so unique. It's a whole different side of sales that people don't really have access to. I mean, you can know, if you're going to a meeting, you can know what that person does, his or her position, who they work under, what kind of decisions they make for themselves and their teams, but you don't really know how to interact with them. So you can go in, salespeople, they all have their own styles. They go in with their own style, and it works for them, and it works most of the time. But if your sales team can go in with their style and manipulate it around people that they're meeting with insights they already looked up to prepare, they research the company, they research what they need, but they also research the person they're meeting with and exactly how they react to different sales styles. I think it could go a really long way for your reps.
That is a very intriguing point. I could definitely see us using that to profile customers and yeah, me really thinking about how much better everyone could be prepared going into meetings now.
All right, well, let's stop right there. I know you have a lot to do, but I'd love to set up a meeting to come in the same day next week at around 10:30 to give you a visual demonstration. You can bring some reps as well, and they can play around on the interface as well and just see how simple, easy, and awesome it is to use. Would that work for you?
Yeah, yeah, let's find out how simple and easy. I'm gonna bring some old people, some young people, and you gotta show us what you got.
Send your best and send your worst. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
I
And
mean they're all the best. They're great.
yeah, yeah, that's what I know. Cynics is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'll see you next week, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, you too. Have a great weekend.
All righty.